Hello and welcome to episode 23 of my A to Z stitch series. We're on letter W and we're learning the wide bead stitch. So let's spin the spinner and find out what we're going to make. And it's a coaster. So you'll need your yarn of choice, the recommended hook size, scissors, tapestry needle, and an optional stitch marker. Make your slip knot and then you need to chain a multiple of 5 plus 2. So I'm going to chain 17 for mine. And however many sets of 5 that you make, that's how many wide beads you're going to have. So I'm going to have 3 in each row for mine. Row 1. Once you're ready, flip your chain over so that you're looking at the back bumps. We're going to work our stitches in these for a cleaner finish. Skip the first 2 chains and make a half double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. There we go, and then just continue making 1 half double crochet into every chain all the way across. I'll do some with you and then I'll meet you at the end. So here's my finished row. That was easy peasy. Once you're done, you can chain 3 and turn your work. And this chain 3 does not count as a stitch. Row 2. We're going to begin by making a treble crochet in the very first stitch. So start by yarning over twice, then insert into the first stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over again and pull through the final 2. Okay, so we're going to make 1 treble crochet in each of the next 2 stitches now. So yarn over twice, insert into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops 3 times. Great job, everyone. Make 1 more in the next stitch for your total of 3 treble crochets. All right, so now we're going to make a bead stitch over these 3 triple crochet stitches. A bead stitch is similar to a puff stitch. Start by yarning over, and then we're going to insert the hook between the chain 3 and the first treble crochet. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Then do that 4 more times. Yarn over and reinsert your hook between the chain and stitch. Yarn over and pull it through. Now do that 3 more times. Pay attention to your tension while you're doing this. Find that sweet Goldilocks spot between tight and loose and make sure that you're keeping an even, consistent tension for these. All right, and then once you're done, count and make sure that you have 11 loops on your hook. Then once you're ready, yarn over and insert into the next stitch of the row. Yarn over and pull it through. You should have 13 loops on your hook now. Yarn over 1 more time and pull through all of them. I'd recommend trying to keep your working yarn pulled kind of tight. That should help with getting through all of them. How fun was that? And our next step is fun too. We're going to make some chains to reach this height. So insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull it through, then yarn over and pull it through the loop, and we made a chain. Make 2 more chains. Perfect. Then yarn over 1 more time and pull it through both loops. Great job, everyone. And that's what you're going to repeat across the row. 3 treble crochets, bead stitch, then chain 3. So let's do it again together. We need to make 1 treble crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Awesome, and now we're going to make another bead stitch. So yarn over first, then insert between the chain 3 and first treble stitch and pull up a loop a total of 5 times until you have 11 loops on your hook. Perfect. Then yarn over again and insert into the next stitch. yarn over and pull through, then yarn over one more time and pull through all of the loops. Perfect job. Now insert into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, and chain 3. Awesome, then yarn over again and pull through both loops. I need to repeat that one more time for my project, so I'll show you guys, but I'm going to be quiet and then I'll just meet you at the very end where we'll make the chain 3 a little differently this time. Alrighty, so I'm doing my chain 3 now, but I'm going to pull through both loops when I make my third chain. And this is going to help keep the sides looking more symmetrical. Awesome job, everyone. Once you're done, you can chain 1 and turn your work. Now we're going to do a row of half double crochets. We're going to make the first half double crochet in this chain space. There we go, and then we're going to make 1 half double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. And do that all the way across, 1 in the chain space and then 1 in each of the next 4 stitches. Keep going and I'll meet you at the end. So here's mine at the end of row 3. From here, it's a 2-row repeat, making your row with treble crochets, beads, and chains, then a row of half double crochet. And then just make sure that you're ending on a row of half double crochet for a symmetrical finish. Here's my completed coaster. As you can see, I did 3 rows of bead stitches and 4 total rows of half double crochet. Once you're done, chain 1 and fasten off as normal. Next, I'm going to weave in these 2 ends and we'll talk about the stitch and ideas for it. But before we do that, I just want to say that this is pretty much the same on each side. So pick your favorite side and then weave your ends in on the other side. So let's talk about the easiness of this stitch. Honestly, I didn't think it was too bad. It looks like it's going to be super complicated, so personally, I was pleasantly surprised. The adjective that comes to mind for this stitch for me is just fun. I know I've said it a million times, but I've never really done anything like this before. It kind of combines puff stitches and drop stitches, but sideways. I just thought it was really fun and really cool. Now for cuteness, I think that this is so unique that it's really cute for that reason. I don't know why I'm thinking mod, but it just gives me like 50s, 60s mod vibes for some reason. It's just funky and different. I think it's so cute. So will I reuse this stitch or retire it? I really want to use it again, but I'm just not exactly sure how I will. I'll have to figure out the perfect project for it, but I think it's so fun that I have to use it again. So what are some project ideas for it? A blanket feels like the easiest answer. A table runner would be cool. It's a gappy stitch, so it probably wouldn't be great for bags, pouches, electronic sleeves, stuff like that. And something about it doesn't feel right for wearables, but maybe a scarf though? I don't know, this is a hard stitch to come up with projects for. So if you're still here, I would love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments because I'm just stumped. But it's so fun that it needs to be used. But that was it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, whether you've been following along for the whole series or just joined for this one. I appreciate it so much. If you want to help support my channel, then a like and a comment goes a long way, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll be posting more stitch tutorials multiple times a week until the end of the year, so don't miss out. There's only 3 left after this. But thanks again, and as always, happy crocheting and stay lucky. Bye!